How's it going, everybody? This is Craig Bush Rocks. Welcome to my channel. Kind of sit there in front of my TV stand where some of my consoles are hooked up. I'm going to show you my video game consoles that I have hooked up and play, and I'll show you some of the ones that are on standby so I can play those. But let's start this video off. I turn this video around and PlayStation VR right there, the first one. I just kind of have it right there, so when I'm on my couch behind me, I do all my videos, I can actually do that. And I can move my coffee table off to the side too to do that. Just kind of scroll over, a little dusty, but I got my Nintendo Wii controllers right there, a couple of those. I got some nunchucks down there somewhere. I got some controllers right there for other things, but there's my Wii U and my amp, subwoofer. Kind of go over, there's my big TV right there. It's a big one. It's a non-smart TV, which is fine. But below that is my HD player right there for the Xbox 360. Got all the camera set up for the VR and the 360 camera. If you look over right there on top, you got my dusty little 360 controller, which I do play a lot of my 360 once in a while. Below that is my Wii U console. Got a nice big hard drive on it. Got a lot of games downloaded. I gotta adjust myself real quick here. And there's my Xbox 360. Can't remember how big the hard drive is in it. I think I upgraded everything on this thing right here, so it's pretty good. But right next to that is my Cyberpunk 2077 Xbox One X player. It's pretty neat, all right there. I got my controller for it. Probably one of the cabinets here. Let me see. Not there. I have it somewhere around here, the controller for it. Might be right there by my table too, but yeah, I play a lot of my 4K movies on this right here on my big TV with the amp. So this is primarily for 4K movies. I got a Series X, but it's nice to have that one. Below that is my PlayStation 4 Pro. It's white, yeah. I'm gonna put a wrap on that sometime, but you can see I got my cable right there. Probably going over to my VR set. There's the breakaway box right there for the VR. This has also got an external hard drive on it for games. So I think that's a 4 terabyte hard drive. But yeah, there's my center channel speaker. In here I got some strategy guides. Same thing on the other side of that one. I can't reach that, but that's this right here. Let me pause this real quick and go to the next part. These are some of my consoles that are on standby, really. Original Xbox. And I got the remote thing hooked up to it. I think I modded that Xbox. I don't remember, but most of the time, most of my games will play on either my One X or my Series X. If I got a game that don't play, I have to dig out the original Xbox or my Xbox 360. So I got every console pretty much. And there's my GameCube. I have it has a dusty little memory card, but I have a Wii, which is over there somewhere, but I don't use that on standby. But I got my GameCube on standby. Same thing with my Nintendo 64. I also got this Sony PlayStation 3D monitor for standby, which I got my remote right there. So if I want to hook up a PlayStation 3 to that, I got 3D. Pretty cool. And up above that, some my Blu-rays and stuff like that. Okay, we'll pause. Right here are some of my other classic consoles. I got my Sega Genesis with a 32X and everything else, and Sega CD sitting right there. I cover everything up with a shirt. I just cover everything up. I got the top loading Nintendo. I got an original PlayStation right there. Got a Super Nintendo and 2 Nintendos right there. There's that Wii right there. It just kind of sits there. I pull it out once in a while to check it out. And I got a spare Sega Genesis right there. Underneath here I got another PlayStation 2 and another PlayStation 1. And should have my Game Gear here, which there's my Game Gear. Pretty cool. I'm limited on space in this room here, so I literally use all the space in there as my games. But we'll pause. Now for my primary work area. This is my daughter's side right here, which my Series X, I put that over there, but it's pretty much goes on my main television. But My two little buddies right there sitting in the chair. But there's my daughter's PlayStation 4 and her Switch dock. When she comes over, she could put her Switch in there. But there's my Series X right there. Kind of go over, got some controllers. And we got my Switch right there. It's a Switch OLED, so it's pretty sweet. Then we got my PlayStation 3. Got to have it right by me, so I like to test out all my PlayStation 3 games. And speaking of which, I got my Dangerous Hunts 2009 right there. Waiting for my replacement copy of that game to come in the mail. Because when I bought it, it came with 2011. No big deal. But there's my Series X controller. But we'll go over. There's my PlayStation 5. Pretty sweet. Got the black edition. There's my laptop where I do a lot of my edits for my GoPro stuff and stuff like that. And things like that. And kind of go over. There's my laser disc player right there. And my record player's got a couple things on it right now. But there's all my main records that I listen to. And there's most of my laser disc behind that. And go down right here. Got my PlayStation 2. And it gets played a lot. My Xbox and my GameCube and my Nintendo 64 goes in this spot right here when I gotta play something. I got a multi-plug controller right there which supports all my systems. So I'm gonna plug it, plug in something else, dig out the power plug and just plug it in. And it runs off this TV right here. It's a Advent. It's a nice little flat screen analog TV. Not very heavy, but yeah. I got ones for super video and all that. This is just my basic cables right there. But there's that. But other than that, those are my consoles right there. I'll kind of go over right here. Got my 3DS resting on top of my ElfQuest right there. But pretty cool. Yeah, my one chip challenge stuff right there. One day I'm gonna do another one of those. But yeah, there's my Steam Deck right there. Yeah, that gets played a lot, so I'm always cleaning off the screen right now. I got the little glare in my light. So yeah, I play this quite a bit. So it comes with me to work sometimes. All right, turn this around. So those are my consoles. Some of them, I ain't got them all dug out. Some of them are wrapped up underneath my buffet. Ones I don't really have to dig out and play so much. Atari 2600 games. I got Atari 2600, which is under my couch type thing there, which I can dig out and plug into. 2600, I can emulate pretty much all the games on my computer, but that's fine. But yeah. All right. Tell me what you think of that video. I know so a couple people commented like to see what consoles I had, so give me a thumbs up if you like this. Give me a thumbs down if you don't like it. Also, but at least you got to see some of my consoles. Comment down below what's your favorite gaming console. I collect mainly for PlayStation 3, but man, I got lots of games for every system. But make sure you subscribe if you haven't subscribed. I try to do videos every day. Yeah, I like my hat. But other than that, I'll check you all in the next video. Bye.